Well, hey, y'all. You're listening to American Farmsteadhers podcast. This is Donna. It's a fun day. This is Donna at Hazelville Farm, sitting here with my friend Jenny. Hey, Jen.
Hello.
Jenny's at the Gramstead Family Farm, and we are kind of taking a shortcut today.
Yeah.
Life's busy.
It is for sure.
Yeah, we're in like full summer now, it feels like, and
yeah,
everything's happening, right?
Yes. Well, I made the mistake of last week. At one point, I said, I find myself having spare time.
What?
I know. And I shouldn't have said it because since then I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off.
Yeah. You know what's funny? A couple weeks ago I said, remember I made that comment about like prioritizing your time, and like I hate to hear I don't have enough time for that. And I didn't mean like everybody else. It's like usually when I'm saying something, it's meant for myself. But I did say at that time about everybody else, and I've been eating my words ever since because I have no time.
Yes, no, I hear you. And I said I always plant my transplants in the evening, and, you know, I always water my garden in the morning. What did I do yesterday and today?
Yeah.
Well, yesterday I watered my garden right in the heat of the day.
Right.
Because that was the only time that I had to do it.
Right.
And I put plants in the ground first thing this morning. So they will be out in the heat of the day, which I said I never do, but here we are.
Here we are. Yeah. You know what? I did some tomatoes, the same thing in the morning a few days ago.
Yeah.
Because that's when I could.
That's when I could, exactly. So,
yeah.
You know.
Life.
Farm
life, man. Honestly, anybody's life, I know. But, yeah, it's been insanely busy. Getting meat off to people, getting cows off to butchers, making new dates, fielding 10,000 messages and phone calls about all of those things, trying to make sure the garden doesn't die.
Yes.
From neglect.
Yeah, I don't feel like I've been out in the garden much. So I was glad that this morning I was able to spend like a good amount of time out there and get some stuff done because yesterday I made the comment to Tori that I've been too busy. I've been too busy to be in the garden.
Right.
So, you know, there's definitely some days have gone by where it didn't get watered, and I have a huge lubber problem. The black grasshoppers, you know.
I found one on my gate a few days ago, on the garden gate.
Oh my word. Yeah, they have exploded in my garden.
Oh no.
Yes. So literally today, this is gross, but today I was walking around the garden just with my hose sprayer, watering everything, and they're just jumping everywhere, and I'm just grabbing them and just squishing them right in my hand.
Well, the chickens won't eat them.
No, the chickens do not eat them, so I would squish them while I'm rinsing my hands at the same time.
No gloves?
No gloves. And I literally killed like 30 of them.
Yuck.
And they're everywhere.
I saw a baby squash bug on my blackberries this morning.
Yes.
A couple of adult squash bugs on a sunflower a few days ago, and it's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah.
So I've been looking up what to do about these lubbers, and the kale and clay was one of the answers.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So they also said that you could go around and sprinkle flour, like baking flour, on your plants, and it like gums up their mouths and makes them not be able to eat. And so the kale and clay, I guess, kind of does the same thing. So
I was just thinking about getting that out, but I wasn't sure when, and I don't remember exactly why I used it before. So I needed to research.
Yeah.
Like, when do I need to use that?
It covers all the bases.
Okay.
You know, a fungicide. It helps with bacteria. It helps keep the bugs away. Helps your plants retain moisture for those days that you just can't get out there and water.
Yeah.
And prevents sun scald.
I remembered that one.
Yeah. So I mean, it really hits a lot of different things.
Okay.
So Unfortunately, I clogged up like, I don't know, maybe 3 sprayers last year using kaolin clay. So that's kind of a pain. So I don't have a working sprayer now.
Oh.
So no, I need to go buy a new sprayer.
You need to go get another one. $10, right?
Yeah.
Or I don't know, inflation. So
Right.
15 maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I usually end up going through a sprayer every year, maybe 2. I'm actually on the same one I've had. I think I'm on its 3rd year. Yeah.
You shouldn't have said it.
I know. You're so right. You're so right. Yeah. I have my garden, and I've marked it. It is Mama's Garden Sprayer only.
Right. It's not your diesel sprayer.
Exactly. Exactly. Diesel or I don't know what kind of herbicide Eric wants to use in some, like, along the driveway or whatever. I don't know.
Right, for the fence line.
Yeah, and he doesn't understand. Like, well, just rinse it out.
No.
I'm not doing that.
No. It's mine.
I have a separate sprayer for my cows for the flies on the cows.
Yeah, speaking of flies on the cows, whatever I'm using, it's called maybe Cyclene, CYL something or other.
Silence?
Maybe.
For the cows?
Something like that. It starts with a CY.
Yeah.
It does not work worth a crap.
It's a gentler one. I always like double it up for the dilution.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing too. Like, I've been pouring it heavy, and I've been hitting them once a week, and it works for like a day.
Okay, so for yours, what I would do, because you're not milking anybody,
right?
There's a mineral, and I can't remember the name of the brand, but there's a loose mineral that you can get from the feed mill that we both use.
Okay.
That has a fly deterrent in it.
Okay.
There's one that is all natural organic, and I don't know if they carry it or not, but it has garlic in it, and it's supposed to be enough that they like emit a garlic smell to keep the flies off of them, but not so bad that you can't stand being around them. Right. I can't use it with lactating dairy cow because it makes their milk taste like garlic. Nobody wants that unless you're making cheese. And then the other one is also not for lactating dairy cows. But a mutual friend of ours is using the one that's not the garlic, and she said it works great.
That's what I need to do then.
Yeah. I can't use it because all mine are running together. So what one gets, they all get.
Right. So. Yeah, because there's no keeping stuff like that separate.
Yeah, no.
No, doesn't work.
No. In fact, like with the sheep, my sheep are with the cows a lot of times now, and I'm just putting the same mineral out for the cows that has copper, and the sheep are getting in it.
Yeah.
I haven't had any trouble.
Yeah. Well,
what do you do for that?
I've heard that in Florida we don't have a whole lot of copper in our ground.
Right.
So they're not getting any copper, like off of their forage.
Okay.
So the small amounts that are in some feeds, I heard, are usually okay if you're in Florida.
Okay.
For the sheep. So there's been times where I've gotten cattle cubes that have copper in them, and the sheep have ate them, and they've been just fine.
Oh, yeah. They've totally, like, there's times where I go to feed the cows, and the sheep get into that feed, and they haven't bloated. They haven't had any kind of sign of toxicity.
Yeah.
But they get, like, when I put fresh minerals out, they go and eat it.
Yeah.
And it's full of copper.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, I also I don't want to say it's like survival of the fittest here, but it kind of is. I mean, I don't want animals that have to be babied to stay alive either. So I want the strongest to stay and breed and have those.
Right.
That sounds harsh.
Yeah. Well, that's just kind of the reality of it. I mean, that's why I don't have goats.
That's also why I don't have goats. They do have to be babied.
They do have to be babied, and like horses, I'm not a horse person. I'm not a goat person.
Yeah.
That takes way too much effort.
Yeah.
They're way too finicky for me. So, you got to be hardy if you're on my farm.
Right. That's a nicer way of saying what I was trying to say. You're right. I agree. You have to be hardy to live here.
You got to be hardy.
Yeah. Got to be tough. Well, we thought we'd give you guys a garden update, what's going on in our gardens. Here we are at the beginning of May.
Yeah.
End of the first week of May. And it's hot. I think we were at 95 yesterday. I don't have fruit on my tomatoes yet, so I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna get tomatoes.
I have very little fruit on my tomatoes right now, and I was just thinking about that this morning. Like, is it the heat?
Yeah.
I also have not been spraying my Epsom salts like I usually do.
Right.
So I don't know. I may try to do that and see if it'll, get them to grow a little bit more. But in general, I feel like everything's growing kind of slow this year. Except for my green beans. Green beans are doing good.
Yeah, I noticed this morning, sometime in the last couple of days, my green beans are flowering. So that's good. I still desperately need to get another row put in for succession sowing before it's too hot.
Right.
I don't know if I'll make that happen or not. We're still like trying to find places for everything. Mm-hmm. It stinks moving. It stinks. That's an excuse at this point. We've been here for a year. But, I got to get some more green beans in the ground. I had said my cucumbers look stunted before. They somehow, for some reason, just seem to have taken off.
Good.
All of a sudden, they decided to grow.
Well, good.
I mean, I fed them, but I had been feeding them.
Right.
And it just seemed like nothing mattered.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, they decided to grow. So that's good.
Same thing with my cucumbers. Like, they weren't doing anything. They weren't looking great. And so I started just throwing all the things at them to make them grow.
Right.
They've had chicken manure. They've had composted cow manure. They've had chicken manure a couple of times. And finally, one of the beds really just took off.
I keep saying I need to do that. And it slips my mind when I'm out there thinking, like, what do I need to do? What needs to get done? I for some reason, I just don't even think chicken manure when I have the opportunity to do it.
Right. Yeah, so. I know. It's something that is kind of underutilized at my house. So I'm really trying to utilize it.
Yeah.
I just pulled out a bunch of chicken manure out of the coop. The coop was outrageous. It needed to be cleaned so bad. So I did that the other day and pulled out a huge bucket of chicken manure. And so I am going to make a nice big batch of compost tea and get some stuff watered with that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I was just thinking maybe it might be better for me to make the effort. It might be an easier effort if I just go ahead and stick a shovel in a bucket in the coop.
Yeah.
And make that part of like my morning chores. Just grab whatever is there from the overnight where they roosted, because they roost in the same place every night.
Right.
And go ahead and put that in the bucket and add to it every day until it's full. Maybe I can remember that.
Yeah.
Just make it part of the routine. That's the hard thing is remembering to do those things that don't have to get done all the time.
Yes.
So maybe I'll do that. What do you have anything new that you're putting in your garden?
Well, I just put in some flowers this morning. I went to my most favorite Ace Hardware across the street from the feed mill there.
I went there today.
Did you?
I did.
Don't they have some amazing stuff right
there?
They do. I mean, I was like, oh no.
I wanted all the flowers.
I wanted all the things. I got a whole bunch of those daisies.
Yes,
and
gorgeous.
They're gorgeous. And so I put those in on the back side of my raised beds so they would have a little bit of shade. So I've got daisies there now and got some lantana and put some lantana up against the fence by the gate.
Yeah.
Because that's super hardy.
Oh yeah, you can't kill it.
Right.
Well, and I guess I don't know if it's like one variety or whatever, but it's native here. Okay. So it does well.
Yeah. I figured. So put that in. Couldn't resist getting a couple banana pepper plants because I didn't have any banana peppers.
Yeah.
So got a couple of those. Got some more dill.
I did too.
Yeah, I got some more dill and put some dill in my cucumber beds and in with my squash.
Yes.
Because that's supposed to be one of the answers for the pickle worms and the squash bugs.
That's what we're going to do with it too.
Yeah.
So, because you told me that. So I'm going to try. I got a couple of pots of dill. And what else did I get? Oh, I got some watermelons started and some started cantaloupes. And I've got
one. They just had a great selection.
They did. Yeah. I ended up with 4 4-inch pots and 3 6-pack cells and a small bag of like cheap, it really is cheap garden soil.
Yeah.
And it was like $25
Yeah.
for all of it. So, what was that other thing I got? I did get some kind of pepper, a new to me pepper. I was looking for dowdle peppers and I couldn't find them.
Yeah.
But I did get something. I can't remember what it was, but yeah.
I ended up getting a 6-pack of the Early Girl bush tomatoes because, I mean, you know, it's Early Girls and they're bush tomatoes.
Why not?
I mean, those are easy and they're early.
I always have this thought of getting like something like that or a patio tomato or something like that to put right out the back door.
Yeah.
You know, because my garden, I mean, I can see it from the back door, but it's not right out the back door.
Right. It's
And
not
I
a
just think
super
it'd be
quick
cool.
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool to have something I can keep an eye on right here. And
Yeah, I'm doing peppers on my back porch this year, which I haven't done before. So that'll be nice to have the hot peppers right outside the door.
go clip one for dinner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and I was even thinking of maybe putting some cucumbers on my back porch.
Does not hurt to try.
Because honestly, one of my cucumber beds looks like it's going to do good. And then the other one, it just looks sad. Like,
It's the story of our life, though, the garden life right now. What's wrong?
yeah, like I don't know. And I mean, like I said, I've fertilized and, I've done all the things. And so, what do you do?
I don't know. I just got in some herbs from a friend. Some stuff that's like, I don't even know what to do with it, but yeah, I'll grow it.
Right.
And
Sprinkle it here and there.
I'll figure it out when it grows and I need to harvest it. I'll figure it out then. Our blackberries are starting to turn.
Nice.
So like we've been out there grabbing like 1 or 2 at a time,
Right.
that are like really ripe. But then this morning I went out. I was like, there should be a handful that I can snack on today. And it was one of those moments of like when you go to the chicken coop to grab a couple eggs, and it's like, oh man, I really should have brought a basket.
There's a bunch of eggs out here.
So I did. I had to come back in to get a basket for my blackberries, and so that's exciting.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was coming in out of the garden today, I had to walk under my mulberry tree and happened to look up and I was like, oh, it's mulberry time. There are a ton of mulberries that are just ready to go on my tree. So,
Nice.
But I can only pick from like half of my mulberry tree because my free range chickens, they roost up in the mulberry tree.
Oh.
So half of it you really can't harvest because there's chicken poop everywhere.
Right.
So I really want to get some more mulberry trees and put them at the opposite end of my property from where my chickens are.
From where the
that
chickens
way
are, yeah.
I can have...
Your tree, though, is so established. It's so good.
That tree is amazing. And I think it's amazing because it's right there by the chicken coop.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's always a ton of chicken manure on the ground at the base of it. And
It's happy there.
It does. It likes that spot and it took off in that spot. I mean, and it was like it looked like a dead branch when I put it in.
Yeah. We have several mulberry trees out in the front, and they were here when we bought this house a year ago. They think they were put in the year before. And I mean, they're good. We got some. We kind of bought the house at the end of the season last year. They seem to be late this year with blooming and getting bare, later than last year. I don't know if it's late or last year was early or whatever, but they just started to come on. My problem is the birds are getting them. And the trees, I don't feel like they look great.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do to take care of them though.
Chicken manure.
Chicken manure. Yeah, I guess I had put, I had cleaned out goat stalls and I had taken all that bedding and put that at the base of them last year, in the fall and then again in the winter. And so I thought they're going to be great this year, but I also I don't know how to prune properly. And so I didn't. Just figured I'm just not. Right. Because they're still small trees anyways. And I don't know. I don't know what to do for them. I need to learn, I guess. I'll go out there and get like a handful every now and then when they're in.
Right.
But then I'm like, well, that one was good, but it's dried. Like I miss it. It's shriveled, or they're green, or the birds got it.
Yeah.
So, but your tree is so huge that there's so much on there.
It's huge. I mean, there's no way that we could, I can't even harvest a quarter of the tree. The tree is so huge.
Right.
Like literally I would have to like get into a lift or something, or get like a huge ladder to get, it's so giant. So
I've seen people like take tarps and put them at the bottom.
Yeah.
And use like a tractor to shake the tree, like bump it.
Right.
And shake it. And then all the berries that are ripe will fall.
They do fall off very easy.
Yeah.
I will say that. Because if you grab a branch and just pull it down, they'll fall.
Okay.
So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be good.
Maybe I could do that. I would have to keep my chickens away though.
Right. Good luck.
Right.
Good luck with that. Yeah. We have that loquat tree out on the side of the house, and the chickens love that. It keeps the chickens at the house, though.
Yes.
And I don't love that.
No. And I lost most of my peaches again this year. And literally, I had like probably 100 peaches on one of my trees.
Really?
The chickens cleaned it out.
I don't know.
I got like one.
There's... what do you like better? Fresh peaches or eggs?
I don't know. I really love eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs are a staple in my diet.
Yeah.
I eat them just about every day.
Me too.
Peaches, they're really great.
Yeah.
But I don't eat them every day. So
maybe bird netting or something next year.
I need to do something around them to keep those little chickens off of them.
My peach tree, we planted a peach tree right when we moved last year, and it's tiny. It bloomed beautifully this year in our warm winter.
Yes.
And then we had that late cold snap, late hard freeze, and it had little baby peaches on it. It was still flowering, and it lost every bit of it. And so we got no peaches this year.
Yeah.
It's like, dang. Part of what we're going to do this year in the late summer and fall is really focus, put a better emphasis on our fruit trees.
Yeah. Yeah, I really want to start getting some stuff in the ground that stays there, that produces year after year.
Yeah.
Strawberries being one of them. We need to order more bare root strawberries.
Definitely.
Yes, because I want another strawberry bed.
Yeah.
That's been the first time that my strawberries have ever done well.
Yeah. Me too.
It's the first time I've ever put them in a raised bed though, too. So
me too.
I've always done them in the ground, and the grass and the weeds, they just take them over and smother them out, and the ants.
Mine usually just die.
Yeah.
I don't I don't know. And I've done all the things with not planting the crown too deep or too high or whatever.
Right.
And out of, 24 plants, I'll have 2 live.
Yeah.
But this year they all lived.
Yeah.
In the ground, actually. They did well in the ground. I pulled all their first flowers off in hopes of building stronger plants for next season.
Right.
And then I dug them all up and moved them to a raised bed.
Wow.
And they're all looking great.
Yeah.
They are. So I hope next year when it cools off again that we get good berries out of those.
Yeah. Mine look amazing. Just the other day I picked probably 6 or 7 off of there, and they're big strawberries.
Oh,
too.
good.
They are so good. Jaden ate one the other day and was like, "This actually tastes like strawberry ice cream."
It does. It's so good. Yeah, that fresh food.
And my plants are loaded with berries.
Nice.
So I definitely need at least one more bed of strawberries.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
But, I want to try to figure out some other things, that we can put in that will just stay and produce year after year, because that's important.
Yeah, it is. We have all of these flower beds around the house that are just empty right now. And we're doing all this construction project stuff in the front and in the back. And when that's done, we want to plant the flower beds, but I would like to not just plant flowers in the flower beds.
Yeah.
So an area of strawberries is an idea. I don't know. I don't know what else. We were thinking roselle as like, and let it grow like a hedge in the back, where it gets a lot of direct sun. It's kind of late to start roselle, I think. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how big they'll get. I can start them. I don't know how big they'll get, but that's kind of what we're thinking. And the roselle's pretty too. It's my favorite flower.
I haven't grown it before, but I do have some seeds. So I need to try.
Yeah. We love it here. We love the little fruits. The flowers are gorgeous. The plants were one of the easiest things we've ever grown.
Okay.
I did them in raised beds before. And so I did 4 plants along one side of a 4x8 bed.
Okay.
And they took over the entire bed. Like Eric came through with hedge trimmers and like lopped the plants in half down so that whatever I had on the other side could get some sun. And they came back with a vengeance. I mean, they took over. They needed the whole bed.
Okay.
Very bushy. Now I've heard other people say they don't grow like that. That they grow more spindly like an okra. But that's not my experience. Mine was...
Are there different varieties?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know a whole lot about the different varieties though, but I think there are. And maybe one's a hybrid or one's a native and one's a non-native, or I can't remember.
Okay.
But they did great, and I saved seed from them, so.
Okay. Well, then there you go.
Yeah.
I need to maybe try to start some in some pots. I also need to try to restart some cucamelon seeds because my cucamelon seeds that I put in the garden did not germinate.
Oh.
No. So I thought maybe I need to start them up at the house and pay better attention to them. I'm sure it was me and not the seed.
Maybe I'll pay attention. Chives is another thing I thought would be a fun thing to put in a flower bed.
Yeah.
As like a decorative plant.
Yeah, like an ornamental
I could use
grass.
it.
Yeah,
but I
you can use it.
Like right outside my back door. I can, because chives is one of those things you just want to grab a handful of. So that might be fun.
Bunching onions, you could do like that.
Yeah.
Yep. That would be cool.
Something like that. Those kinds of ideas. If y'all have some ideas, shoot them to us. I would love some input on that.
I pulled some more monster onions out of my garden this morning too.
Did you?
I did, and like, one of them was just so incredibly giant. So that's how I made room for those early girl bush tomatoes. I was like, I can clean out those onions. They can go right in.
I never thought that my garden would be so full that I needed to find space, and here we are.
Yeah, that's kind of how I was the last couple of days trying to put stuff in. It was like, okay, well, I guess it can go right there. And so, you know, it's getting full.
Yeah. I love it though.
Yeah.
I love that I have holes of like pockets of things. I don't have many places where it's like, this is where I do like all my onions are together.
Yeah.
My green beans are together. Other than that, I've got stuff everywhere, and I love it.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. It makes it a little bit more interesting when you're walking around, you know, not to have everything so like monocrop.
Yeah, especially like herbs. I've got herbs kind of interplanted everywhere.
Yes.
There's no like herb garden. I gave up on the idea of an herb garden. For years I thought I needed an herb garden. I don't.
No. I think that they're better. It serves a better purpose to have them sprinkled all throughout the garden.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm liking that because it's, you know, you come around the carrot bed and, oh, look, there's some thyme. Yeah. I like it. So. Yeah,
my carrots are starting to look pretty good. Not done yet, but they're getting bigger. So that's exciting. And all of like my beans and my peas, my black beans are looking good.
Are they? I haven't done. See, I don't have room.
Yeah, I put in 2 rows of the black beans, kind of on the later side. So they're still pretty small, but they're growing good.
I don't think it's too late ever for black beans.
No, because peas.
Yeah,
I mean, you can sow those pretty much all summer.
I pretty much save those until nothing else is growing because it's too hot for everything else. And so I usually start late the summer peas and the okra.
Yeah,
those things that like nothing else will grow.
Yeah, I don't have any okra in yet, but I do have seeds.
Okay.
So,
I washed my okra seeds in the laundry.
uh-oh.
When
you started to say that, and my brain went, wait,
what?
Are we supposed to be washing our seeds? Like, am I missing something?
No,
In
do
the
not
laundry.
copy. No, in the laundry, yeah. You know how like we have the most random junk on top of the washer that came,
right?
That went for a ride in the laundry, and Eric comes in the other day with this little baggie of seeds. Says, like, do you need to explain this do we need to talk? Donna, do we need to talk? And, it looked funny.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know what it was. And at first it's like, and all I could do was laugh, but yeah. So, okra is one of those things I just bought from that nursery. Because I could start more seeds. I think I have more seeds probably, but, I didn't. They had them.
Right.
I went ahead and bought them. So, and I do have some planted. I like okra is one of those things I like to put everywhere in the garden. They grow tall, so I like to use them to create shade
that's
for
a good
like little
idea.
microclimates.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I use for shade for something that doesn't want all day full Florida sun.
Yeah, that's a good idea to kind of sprinkle okra, here and there, like in the corners of the garden.
Yeah. Yeah. Right now I have...
That's about the only empty space I have are the corners.
The corners?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a little bit of space, but like I put my potatoes in late, and I would like for those to come out before I try and do anything around them because you're digging that out. So
yeah, so potatoes. I heeded the advice of the gardening lady that we sometimes follow on Facebook, and ordered like certified seed potatoes and spent way too much money on them.
Oh.
But I got, because before her potato post, I didn't really realize that they were determinate and indeterminate. That
Right.
was new information to me. And I guess all along I had been trying to grow the indeterminate kind, which I guess don't do well in Florida because they are more of a long day type of a thing.
Oh,
And
so like you're baking
determinants,
potatoes.
yeah, the determinants are more of like your short varieties.
Okay.
And you're not supposed to hill them.
Oh.
Yeah, the determinate potatoes you are not supposed to hill.
Okay.
And she was the first person that I had ever heard that from, and I looked it up, and lo and behold, yes,
and she shows pictures of her very successful gardening.
Right. And I mean, she usually gets a ton of potatoes. So I got the same variety that she does. My potatoes do not look good. They are like, I don't know, it's weird. Like they have like a super tall stem. All the foliage is up near the top. I don't have any flowers, but it's like a bare stem.
I just have the first potato flower on mine.
So I don't know what's going on with them, but they are.
It makes you wonder, though. Should I have hilled those?
I know. That's what I'm wondering. I'm like, well, that doesn't look right. And so I looked up the information again. Like, did I really read this correctly? And I did. I mean, the variety that I bought, you're not supposed to have to hill them.
Okay.
So they are right next to my tomatoes that I was treating for blight.
Okay.
And some of their leaves are starting to have the little blight spots.
Well, they're another nightshade.
Yes.
Have you tried to dig any and see?
I thought about that this morning. I sprayed them a couple nights ago for the tomato blight. And I thought about that this morning. Like, I need to just dig one up and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to see.
I put them in
I don't always.
in March, though.
Okay.
Like
Me
I want
too.
to say like mid-March.
Me too.
I was
So it's like a
not-
month late.
I was kind of late on the potatoes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, they shouldn't be ready until about June.
The ones that I do are usually 2 months.
Okay.
I want to say 60 days.
Okay.
I haven't tried to dig any. I also planted some even later because they were on clearance.
Yeah.
And I couldn't
Right. I mean,
resist.
you can't pass up
like,
clearance
I've got
plants.
some room next to I couldn't help it. And so now I'm like babying this last row along, trying to make sure it grows, but it's kind of spotty. I don't know. They were very well sprouted when I put them in. I didn't even cut them. I didn't bother. I just planted the whole potatoes because they were $2 for like 5 pounds or 10 pounds or whatever.
Yeah.
And so we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, mine were not sprouted at all when I put them in. They were on the verge of rotting when I put them in.
Oh.
Yeah, because, I ordered
Oh, that's right. You
them
said they came in that way.
Right, they came in that way, and I spent money on them, and they came in, and they were like almost rotten.
Soft.
Yeah, so, I cut them and let them dry up a little bit and then stuck them in the ground. So I'm really kind of surprised that they even came up as good as they did, and they all came up.
Okay.
So,
well,
I don't know.
The problem I have with checking them is I can't be stopped sometimes.
I know.
It's like just a little bit more. Before you know it, I've dug a whole row of potatoes.
Right.
Stop. But I don't have room for corn.
Yeah.
And so I need those potatoes to be done so I can put corn in.
Okay.
Beans.
Yeah.
There's so many things I want to put, and they're on the end of my in-ground side that I intended to put in, like vining things, melons, sweet potatoes. So I'd really like to get the sweet potatoes going. That's another thing. I usually start later than everybody else because it is such a hot weather thing, and they'll go. They don't usually have too much trouble. I do want to say though, like we talk about the hot weather, cold weather things and what does well, and don't try to grow this time of year. So last year I had just gotten my beds put up. We just got the fence put around the garden. It was middle of July and I had this empty, beautiful raised bed filled with new soil.
Begging to be planted.
Yes, it was. It really was. But it was July.
Yeah.
I mean, we were consistently in the 90s every day. We were getting flooding monsoon thunderstorms on a regular basis. What on earth could I possibly plant that would thrive, right? Well, I went through my seeds and went, let's just try New England sugar pie pumpkins. Doesn't grow well in Florida, period. Doesn't grow well in July. But I picked it because I think it was like the number of days to harvest was low.
Okay.
And so I went ahead and threw them in, and every single seed germinated. Every single plant grew, and I grew a crap load of pumpkins.
That's crazy.
They were small. They were pie pumpkins.
Yeah, pie pumpkins.
They were great. I canned pumpkin. We made some pies. We did some soup and fun things with them. Saved some seeds and said, I'll do that again.
Right. In July.
So don't be afraid to try things. I always tell people though, but don't be discouraged or surprised if
it doesn't work.
If it doesn't work out. I wouldn't have been surprised at all if I got nothing.
Right.
I think the seeds were a couple years old too.
Nice.
Yeah, they were given to me and I just thought, why not?
Right.
I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
That's awesome.
I'll do those again. But yeah, it's hot. It's May. It's hot. The bugs are coming. Nobody wants to be in the garden in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Trying to hang on to the last of the cool weather things and get the hot weather things going still. So that's all that's happening in my garden.
That's about all that's happening in my garden too. I'm just on steady squishing lubbers.
Ew.
Duty.
Yeah. Oh, my zinnias are all in full bloom.
I saw that picture. See, and that's even one thing that I feel like is growing slow in my garden are all my flowers that I started.
Oh, really?
I feel like I should have some blooms by now. I mean, I do have one sunflower, which was a volunteer, which is doing the best.
Right, of course.
Yeah. And my volunteer tomato plants look really good too. I need to get some sort of a cage around them or trellis around them because they're kind of growing with my beans, but
Yeah,
whatever.
I do need to stake up tomatoes.
Yep.
Tie them up to the trellis for sure.
Yeah, I need to do some tying up of my cucumbers. I'm going to do some string this year with my cucumbers. Normally I kind of grow them on like an A-frame type of a trellis. But I'm not going to do that this year. I'm going to try like the hang the string thing and have the cucumbers climb up the string.
Okay.
So
I've seen
we'll
that
see.
done a lot with tomatoes and
Yes.
like in a hoop house or something.
Yep,
Cool.
I'm going to try that. Maybe see if I can get some better airflow.
That's a good idea. Not a bad plan. I bought this year from the dollar store because I love the dollar store in the spring for garden stuff. They had these little tomato clips that it was like a 20 pack, I think, for $1.
Right.
And
I got some of those.
Did you?
They work really good.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to try them out. My tomatoes are tall enough; they
Yeah.
need to be handled. Something needs to be done with them. I think that's what I'm going to use.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I've got a few on mine already.
only thing is they're plastic, and I feel like in the sun they'll probably
Yeah, they're not going to last more than one season.
Uh-uh.
I really do not foresee them lasting more than one season.
no. So it might be somewhat of a mess to clean up at the end of the season, but
Right.
is what it is,
Yeah. I mean, if it's not that, it's zip ties. So
right? Something else to clean up.
something else to clean up.
I
So,
use that. It's like twisty ties, but it's like a whole spool of twisty tie stuff.
Right.
Also bought at the dollar store. I've used that in the past. That's worked really well. Except at the end of the season, I end up having to like cut it, and it just falls into the soil.
Yeah.
And I don't care for that because it's like wire.
Right.
I don't care. I just don't want like trash laying in my garden.
No, it doesn't count as organic matter.
No,
No.
it doesn't count. Not at all. Well, all right. We took the shortcut just to update you guys on what's happening in our gardens this week. We needed a bit of a break for our 11th episode.
Brain break.
Brain break. Next week, I think we're going to come back to you guys with buying from your local farmer, sourcing
Yes.
real whole foods
Yes.
from local farmers.
Buying local.
Yeah. And what that means and how to access and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good to me. All right. Well, make sure you check us out on Facebook, American Farmsteadhers, or send us an email at americanfarmsteadhers@gmail.com. Check out our YouTubes, the Gramstead, Hazelbell, our Instagrams, all that fun stuff. That's where we're at.
We're there, people.
Yep. We're there. All right. Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.